Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another week slash a couple days in my life of vlog. I just went on a 5K run and I took about like a week and a half off of running because I was having some lung pains, and that has since subsided. But every time I take like literally a week off of running, I feel like running is so hard again. So you really gotta keep it up. You wanna say hello? Do you wanna say hello? I love you. I love you. Peach is doing well, guys. She has a vet visit in a couple weeks. We're just doing a recheck, but she's been completely normal. She's on a new special food. She eats kangaroo now. She doesn't love it, but she eats it anyway. And her bowel movements have been normal, so love that for her. In terms of my running outfit, this is a little CRZ Yoga seamless top. It's starting to get hot though, so we're gonna be back to the bras and shorts. Buff Bunny butter headband. I wish it was, my favorite headbands are the Paragon headbands. They're literally perfect, but they haven't launched them in like quite a while, so I need to like put in a request or something for more because they're actually like nice and wide. This one's just like a little bit skinnier than I want. Okay, anyways, the run stats. So my first mile was an 11:03 pace, and then mile 2 and 3 were like a 10:40 pace. So getting a little bit faster, but I was definitely in like zone 4 ever since like the middle of the run. So it did like jump up like 10 degrees during my run because Arizona's getting so hot. It's not really that hot yet, but like it's gonna be 90 degrees next week. Yeah, the high today is 88. Anyways, I'm gonna shower soon. It's hair wash day, so I gotta wash my hair. And then I have my BLS certification skills test this morning. Every 2 years, most healthcare professionals have to recertify their BLS, which is like basic life support. So like CPR, choking, all that kind of stuff. So I just have to demonstrate my competency with CPR and all that stuff. So it should be pretty quick because I already did like the online class. And then we're just doing some various like video prep and stuff today. Like I always like to have all my video notes and everything prepped before I have to film next weekend. So that is what we're gonna do. Anyways, I just finished having some electrolytes. This little lemon hydro jug is the cutest thing ever. And then as I was cooling down for my run, I was doing a little bit of reading as well. I started Zodiac Academy and I started it like a week ago, and I'm already halfway through book 2. So it's going fast so far. You guys have sent me a lot of messages on Instagram about how I'm gonna be like devastated at like book 3 or 4. And I'm like, guys, don't do this to me. And a bunch of new books in series that I've read come out this month too. Like I think Fearless, whatever the Lauren Roberts, like Reckless, Powerless, the third one, that comes out. Whatever the second book for Phantasma is comes out this month too. So, or it already came out. I want to do Zodiac Academy first. Hair is done. This only takes me like 10 minutes and my hair is done like perfect for like 4 days. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of video prep while I drink my smoothie, and then I need to get dressed and go to my BLS class.
Simulate.
We're ready to go. I'm wearing, you know, there are a few things from Paragon that I like, but this little like baby tee flare combo, I'll show you the full length, is just like, I love it so much. It's like one of my go-to outfits. It's just so cute. So I just put on some sunscreen and yeah. Okay, this is the final look. I've actually grown to really like the front slit. I feel like it's unique. This set just fits me so well. These tops, Pinto. So, hey, buddy. What's up, kid? Yeah. And Peach, how are you, girl? What? We can't go outside. We just went. Okay, I am back from my class. It was like an hour, but it was helpful to demonstrate the skills, you know, CPR, choking stuff, you know, the basics. I just grabbed myself a little yerba mate. I've been trying to cut back on caffeine because my eye has been twitching. I want to say 2 weeks, but it's probably more like a week and a half. But I've just been like stressed at work, and like it's something that I can really like put my finger on, but being a dentist, being a healthcare provider in general, it's just not for the weak. When considering, like, I get people who are like, oh, like I'm considering like dental hygiene versus dentistry. It's like honestly just like how much of the mental load and the responsibility you want on yourself, because no matter what happens in a dental office, let's say I get something back from the lab and it doesn't fit right, which has like been happening lately, and I know it's not me because when I send things to one lab, they're always fine. When I send things to another lab, they're not fine. So I've just been kind of like navigating working at a new office with like no one to really guide me. I say new office, it's been like 6 months, so I don't really understand why I'm still having issues. But anyways, anything that ever goes wrong, whether it's something that my assistants do, whether it's an issue with the schedule, whether it's an issue with the lab, it's actually all my fault. Like, the patient will always see that as my fault, and it's just a lot to take on the responsibility of everything. It's a heavy job. And even though like you're not dealing with people dying, you know, like in a hospital, if you're like a physician or emergency medicine, things like that, it's still a tough job. I'm at the point where like it's kind of like getting to me, especially this office. I don't know if I updated you guys on the vlog yet, but we are getting a hygienist at my office at the end of the month. Just part-time, but it definitely helps because my schedule has been picking up, and I feel like that's like part of the issue is like my schedule has been picking up, but my office isn't really like equipped to handle a super high patient volume because a lot of days it's just me, my assistant, and my office manager. So like it's not very many people, and I am the only doctor at my office. So at the end of the day, I am like, you know, it's isolating, and we're approaching burnout yet again. You guys will have seen my if you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been posting about like this eye twitching thing. Someone sent me this meme of this like American Girl doll with their eye twitching, and it was like, oh, when someone asks how work is, and that's like literally how I feel right now. So got some more computer work to do. At least my hair looks good though, right? I also got a text from the place where I took the BLS class, and they asked me to write a review, and this is just your sign. Like, I've learned a few things in both of my jobs. And one of them is if I have a good experience somewhere, or even just like a, you know, not bad experience somewhere, I'm probably gonna write them like a 5-star Google review, because it just really positively impacts places. So like if you like your dentist, go write them a good review. You know, don't make them ask, just write them a good review. If you like your doctor, write them a good review. If you went somewhere, you had a good experience, just write them a good review. You know, put some good energy out into the world, and it really does help small businesses. So yeah, I just wrote them a 5-star review because you know what? It was easy, it was efficient, it was educational, I learned stuff, and I had no problems, so. I'm having my little protein bagel for lunch. I put a little cream cheese on it, and then I just love the Trader Joe's everything bagel seasonings. I put even more on it, even though I already put it on the bagels. But the only ingredients in these bagels are flour, Greek yogurt, so like they're like 15 grams of protein per bagel, and then like baking powder and salt. I'll put the recipe down below, but I've been making these recently, and I just like store-bought bagels have such like a yucky, like waxy texture. These are so much better. They don't have like protein powder in them or anything. They just get protein from the Greek yogurt, but they're so good. Okay, and I moved upstairs, but for dessert, for a lunch dessert, I'm having 2 of my little chocolate covered peanut butter dates. These are so good. Like, I'm not even a date person. I'm addicted to these, so I could easily eat more. Honestly, every time I walk by the fridge, Ian and I both like have at least 1 or 2. Okay, we're back on a different day because today I went to Trader Joe's. So I wanted to give you guys like the full, like what I buy in a week for groceries. So Trader Joe's, I usually get my salads for lunch or just various lunch things. I've also been making protein bagels for lunch, so that's another thing I eat for lunch. But Trader Joe's is also where I get the fun snacks. So we're starting off with the snacks. I got 2 bags of the chocolate drizzled strawberry kettle popcorn. This stuff is so good. I try not to eat a whole bag in one sitting, but it's difficult because it's so delicious. Another little sweet treat snack. I'm all about the sweet treats. I'm always looking for a sweet treat. The Pink Lady apple chips with the cinnamon sugar. Also amazing. It's like apple chips, except they have this like, it's like snickerdoodle. And the Elite corn chip dippers. This is really good with cottage cheese, which I also got. I've been trying to eat more like natural snacks too, so I got 2 bags of the Just mango slices, so just like dried mango. And then I've also been liking the dry roasted salted macadamia nuts. Then I got some salads. I got the broccoli slaw kale salad with chicken. This one's really good. And then I haven't had this one in a while. This is the Waldorf salad. Brown sugar, maple dressing, apples, grapes in there. This one's another good one. Got one more of those broccoli and kale salads. Cottage cheese, of course. I've been on a cottage cheese kick. I try to get like one bag per week. I've also been loving the little mandarins. I just throw those into my lunches as well. And then I got these brown sugar boba mochis. I saw Joyce the dentist got these on her story. She didn't say how they were yet, but I figured I would try them too. So that's my little grocery haul. Mostly the dinners and breakfasts are from Costco, and then like snacks and lunches I usually get from Trader Joe's. And those are kind of the only two grocery stores I go to. I don't really like regular grocery stores. I feel like, I don't know, I just prefer to get like my produce and meats at Costco because it's cheaper and usually better quality, and then I just like my snacks at Trader Joe's. Okay, we're doing a huge Costco haul because I figure you guys liked to see some of my grocery hauls, and this is probably the biggest Costco run we've done in a while. So first of all, we got some chips and things. Chips and then little cookies because I've been leaving things out for the delivery drivers. We just get a lot of packages and I just like feel bad, so I like to leave out little snacks for them. So I got this for them, and then probably leave some of these out too. These are the That's It mini fruit bars. I used to eat these like in college, but Ian said that they were good. 2 ingredients. So we also have these Flavor Bombs tomatoes. If you haven't had these are literally like, they're so good. Juicy. It's like berries in fruit form. So I normally just eat these like by themselves, like a little snack, but they're also really good. I plan to put them in like my dish with the sea bass that I also got. Okay, got some more stuff. This brie is like the best brie, and it's a ton of brie. We honestly don't always finish it all, but it's cheaper than buying a little brie at another store. Okay, my immunity shots. If there's one placebo I buy into, it's that this helps me not be sick. So I have one of these every day. Are they overpriced little like things of juice? Yes, but sue me, okay? 2 bags of the triple berry blend. These are frozen berries that I put in my smoothies every single day. I also got this giant thing of dates. I've been doing dates, peanut butter, and chocolate with a little sea salt on top for like a little snack recently. So I figured why not buy them at Costco because it's cheaper. I always get bananas every week. If I eat them, then I eat them. If I don't, I freeze them and they go into my smoothies. I buy spinach as well, a big thing of spinach every week. I feel like I always see people talk about how they can never finish a bag or a thing of spinach, and we literally go through more than one of these per week because I just shove a ton into my smoothie and you don't even taste it. I also always get unsweetened almond milk every week. We got some produce, we got some asparagus. I like when the asparagus is thinner. It's like thick asparagus. I don't like it as much, but it is what it is. Got some berries. Raspberries have been really good lately. Strawberries. Ian insisted on getting strawberries. I don't think they're going to be that good. Almost done. We got some salads. Costco Caesar salad. That's Ian's favorite salad. I like this one better though. This is the apple pecan salad kit. And then this is like the reason we go to Costco. We get, so this is 5 steaks for $57. We each split one. So it's literally like $5 a person per meal. Also these little salmon fillets, again like $35 for all this salmon. So whenever we don't finish, then I freeze it in little vacuum seal bags so that it's sealed and ready to go. And then I've also really been liking the sea bass. This is the wild Chilean sea bass. That is my grocery haul, and now I'm gonna pack up my little this is like my little grocery cart thing. And for some reason I thought that people would like the Alani Nu protein bars. The delivery driver people don't seem to like the protein bars too much, so they're always choosing like the chips, and I put some Rice Krispies the other day and those went like immediately, so I figured, I don't know, sometimes you just want like a little snack. So okay, again, I just feel like I never have enough sweet treats in the house, and I just bought those dates, so I'm gonna make my chocolate covered dates. I've seen people do this for like so many years, and I was like, there's no way that those taste good. They taste so good, but I've also been on like a chocolate kick recently, so let's make some. So before anyone asks for a recipe, there's no recipe for this. Sometimes people ask for recipes when it's literally just like it's just like literally obvious what the ingredients are. It's just dates, and you fill them with peanut butter, and then you cover it in chocolate. It's that easy. So I tend to buy the dates with pits because they're cheaper. And then I cut them in half. I know some people like fill the dates themselves, but I feel like half a date is plenty. So I just kind of cut them in half, and then I'm just gonna do as many as like fits a plate right now, and then that'll be enough. Okay, next step, I add a little bit of peanut butter into the center of the dates, and then the last step is dipping in chocolate. So I've been using the, I don't know, I've been liking the crunchy peanut butter, but this is just the Trader Joe's peanut butter that I buy every week. It's just 100% peanuts. Okay, they're all filled with peanut butter, and then the last step is just to melt some chocolate chips with coconut oil. The coconut oil helps it be a little bit thinner and meltier. And again, no measurements, just vibes. Okay, now I just coat all of them in the chocolate, and then I put them into these little parchment lined things, and then I put them in the fridge. Okay, they're all covered in chocolate. It's probably easier if you freeze them before you coat them in chocolate. So anyways, now I add some flaky sea salt on top, and it's so good. This, I don't know, Ian found this somewhere. This is the Folk Salt sea salt flakes. And the dates are ready. I made a lot more than expected, but here we go. They've been in the fridge for a little while. So good. The only thing about these dates is that they're very addictive and it's easy to have a lot. All right, good morning guys. I didn't end up vlogging much last night because I honestly was just super tired. So anyways, it's time for work. Taking a rest day today. I've been taking about like one full rest day per week, but still gonna try to like maybe do a little walking today, except I think my days of going outside at lunch may be over because it's gonna be like 90 something degrees today, and it's only April, so that is honestly pretty brutal. Every year I surprise myself with how hot Arizona gets. A lot of you guys think I'm from here, but I am not. I'm from California. So anyways, I think my office manager always texts me the night before to tell me what my first patient of the day is, and I believe it's an SRP. My office does not have a hygienist yet. I'm still doing all of the SRPs. Honestly, my favorite part of SRPs is numbing for them. I feel like that's like a hot take, but I really take pride in like hitting an IA like on the spot, and I've been like, and lately I've had like 95+% accuracy, so you know, it's the little things. I got a new pair of scrubs recently and I love them. It's like this like purpley blue color, such a cute color. I decided I would only buy new scrubs if it was like a color that I don't have, and a style that I like. I basically get all my scrubs from Figs. I know there's like so many scrub companies out there, but I've done so many scrub reviews and nothing fits me right like Figs. Like I've tried Mandala, people say they're like Figs. People who say that are liars. Like they just like look polished, they fit me well, and they come out with cute colors. Okay, got my morning smoothie as usual, my morning coffee, which the past several weeks I have like literally just not even touched my coffee all morning because I have barely gone back to my desk. So that tells you how my schedule's been. And then lunch this week, I have Trader Joe's salad as usual, a bar, a green tea, and a giant sumo citrus. I've been loving the sumo citrus lately, so. This is like a new slim top from Figs. It has like a little stretchy panel. I love it. And the pants are a cute little wide leg. And then I got my on clouds on, so let's go to work. of the first things I always do when I get back from work is just wipe down my watch and my phone with a disinfecting wipe, because even though I can like bring my phone into the rooms, you just never know. And sometimes I wipe down my water bottle too. So work was okay today. Honestly went like a little bit better than expected. My schedule is kind of busy, so I actually had someone no-show, which sometimes we're thankful for no-shows because I would have been too busy if I had to see a patient. So had a couple crowns that went well. One crown that I have to send back to the lab again, because every time I get back from the lab there's a problem, and it's not me. Like, I am not the problem, because if I send to this one lab, I've never had an issue with them. Every case I get back is perfect, and then when I send to this other lab, every case I'm sending back 1 to 2 times, and I'm like losing my mind. So anyways, my eye is still twitching. Love that for me. It's 93 degrees right now. So I would love to go for a walk, but unfortunately it is April and it's already that time of year where it is just too hot. I wonder if it's gonna like cool down for a little bit, because I'm not ready. I'm not ready for 90 degrees. Maybe a little bit cooling down next week. It's only a high of like 85. Anyways, I'm just gonna clean up, pack my lunch for tomorrow. I'm also finishing off the last of the chocolate peanut butter dates because they're so good. I can't stop. Oh, look who's upstairs just waiting for me. Yeah. You enjoying your sun, buddy? Okay, I changed out of my scrubs. And I figured if it's too hot outside to walk, that I'm just gonna use my little walking pad in my office. It's already a little hot in here, but anyways, here is the setup. Got my little walking pad there. My standing desk is on the rise, and I just get some steps in while I work. I'm gonna be honest, I don't do this like super often, but I do it sometimes. It's nice to have. Okay, just spent a good amount of time finally looking into some trip planning. We're going to Huntington Beach in a little bit to just kind of like check out the area for the weekend. So I looked up some restaurants. Usually Ian does this stuff, but I'm trying to be more helpful. So bless the fact that I got a man who like plans trips. He's literally like takes care of like everything. So I try to do like the trip breakdown, and then he books all the hotels and flights, because he is very good with points and like rewards and like things like that. So I did that, and then I basically planned we're going to Montenegro and Croatia later this year, and as well as going to see my wedding venue in Italy. So we're gonna do a quick stop in Italy, and then we're gonna spend some time in Montenegro and Croatia. I feel like I've done a lot of like Northern Europe area, Western Europe, so I was ready to explore some more of Europe. So it's gonna be my first time in either of those places. I had just like scoured Pinterest, as well as had ChatGPT honestly help me with a itinerary, because I was like comparing it to some of these Pinterest itineraries, and then I'm like, okay, add this from this Pinterest itinerary, and then I'm like, you know what, I want a little more nature, or I want a little more of this, and I'm like, you know what, I think that's too many days in one location. So we just kind of wanted to figure out the day breakdown of how many nights we're spending in each one, and then Ian's gonna figure out the hotels. So got that figured out. That's been on my to-do list for quite some time. Yeah, if you guys have any Montenegro, Croatia recommendations, we're gonna be staying in, I mean, honestly, if you guys tell me, you know, don't stay in this one place, but we're gonna be staying in Kotor, and we're gonna skip staying in Budva. I could be saying these things wrong, I apologize. I'll figure out pronunciation when I go there, but we're gonna be staying in Kotor instead of Budva the whole time, because Budva seems pretty close still, and Budva seems more like nightlife, and like that's not me. And then we're gonna be spending like a couple nights in Dubrovnik, but more time in Split, and then like kind of exploring the islands and little areas around that. It looks like such a beautiful place. I'm so excited. A good balance of like, you know, some like European city kind of like culture exploring, and then also obviously food, my favorite part of travel, and then also some nature. Like we're gonna do some hikes. Looks like we could do like some kayaking, stuff like that. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions on things to do or to skip. But yeah, I'm proud of myself for getting that done. So now I'm hungry, and Ian is at a little class tonight, so I'm on my own for dinner, and and we might just girl dinner it up with some goodles. Okay guys, I decided we're doing girl dinner. We're doing some goodles. If you have not had goodles, they're so good. They literally taste better than, like, I don't really like Kraft mac and cheese. I feel like it's a little artificial. This is like the Annie's mac and cheese, but it literally is high protein. Per serving, 14 grams of protein. And I'll definitely have more than one serving. I usually eat like 3/4 of the whole thing. So that's like 25 grams of protein. That's pretty good. And then while I'm waiting to eat, I'm gonna cut up a little bell pepper and just have some hummus because I still have this from this weekend. Okay, here's my goodles, my girl dinner, finishing my bell pepper, and we're watching Love on the Spectrum. A new season came out. It's just so good. So I've been seeing all these clips on TikTok and that reminded me that there was a new season. So Ian's not here. This is like one of my shows I watch when he's not here. So. Okay, red lights are on. I also have my gym outfit ready to go for tomorrow because I'm going to the gym before work tomorrow. And I get a lot of questions about the red lights. This isn't like red light therapy that I'm like doing. It's just like to wind down and like get rid of blue light before bed. So we just have the Philips Hue light bulbs and they turn like all sorts of colors, but we have them like in our bathroom and our bedroom. And it's just kind of nice, like if you're like getting ready for bed and you're like wanting to wind down and get tired, you don't have like these like bright white lights around you. So that's what they are. Okay, good morning guys. Off to the gym. Made my pre-workout, had the PE Science Prolific. My two favorite flavors are the mango splash and the sour peach candy. I'm in my new Petula Peak. It's just like the stretchiest jacquard fabric ever. I'm actually wearing an extra small because it runs a little bit big. Extra small is definitely the move, but I'm so excited that this is back because I always felt like this was one of their best collections. Just like so unique and fun. Anyways, I think it's whole day at the gym today, so gonna get my shoes on and everything and get going. Showered and getting ready for work. I think my first patient, they have like a partial delivery and then a wax try-in. Decided to wear my hot pink scrubs today. I feel like I don't wear these enough. I got one of these in PR and I already have it, like the full size, so I love this little body mist, but I definitely don't need two. So I'm gonna see if my assistant, she has like a teenage daughter. I feel like they like these, so I'm gonna see if she wants it. Okay, I'm just finishing up my coffee. This is the outfit, some hot pink. Let's go. Okay, I am back from work. I got a little Pinto here. Work was pretty good today. Did I do much this morning? We had a couple scans for an implant crown, and I'm still figuring out this kind of harder case. I have this kind of complicated denture case, and then just some SRPs and cleanings in the afternoon because some days I am the hygienist. I got some Nespresso pod refills, so I'm gonna restock those. I don't know if this is something people can relate to, but all Nespresso pods taste exactly the same to me, so I don't even really care what flavor I get because I make them all into lattes. But I like to do half regular and half decaf pods when we place orders because I have decaf pods. Or honestly, any morning when I take pre-workout, if I drink coffee after, then I always drink decaf. And then I also got a belated Christmas present from my mom, so it just came from Etsy, so I'm gonna open it up. You want me to wait for you to open these? We're waiting for Ian.
I already know what these are. They're close.
Not close.
What?
Not close.
Oh.
Why do you mean Christmas wrapping paper?
Stockings?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, look at these.
Custom stockings. Look, it's your Santa on a motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good.
Wow, who did that?
Well, my mom and I picked them out, and then she got someone on Etsy make them. This takes months to make, and we thought about it in December.
Oh, it takes months to make them?
Mm-hmm. Anyways, my mom got us these custom Christmas stockings because whenever it comes time for Christmas, I'm I don't really need anything. So we thought this was a good idea to do these custom stockings. This is smaller than the ones we have at home. Forgot which one I got. Oh yeah. So Ian's has Santa on a motorcycle. Santa with a bunch of little creatures, little rabbit, little mouse, little cardinals, little deer, and deer sitting on his lap. And then it says Catherine. Middle of April now, but now we have them for later. A little loaf going on. Look at the vertical on this loaf. Good morning. Good morning. Oh. Okay, good morning guys. I skipped to the weekend, so here we are. I am getting ready for solid core. I got my Tenacity wrap waist leggings on. I love these. The everyday core bra, and then I just have this Buff Bunny cloud crop, which because these leggings are a little bit lower, it's a little bit more than I was expecting to show, but it's okay. I'm having a little Rice Krispie as my pre-workout. Don't know what's going on with my forehead. This happened in the last vlog too. Anyways, I'm gonna go to class and then drop off a package, and then maybe I'll get myself a little coffee as a treat today. You know, treat yourself. So, and then I just have some video planning, computer work stuff to do today, prepping to film tomorrow. Okay, I just got my final piece for my review tomorrow, so perfect timing. Solid core was good this morning. You know, I should be getting better every week. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting weaker because I just it's so hard. Anyways, I'm restocking my little delivery driver bin. They just love it. They go through it so fast, which honestly just means that I get a lot of packages, which I know, but I just feel like it's a little nice thing to do. Except the UPS driver recently has been delivering all of our packages to our neighbor. And I'm like, I literally have snacks for you if you just deliver to the right address, but he's missing out. I've tried to put out like a variety of like healthier things too, like little electrolytes and protein bars and things like that, but the first things to go are always these, or like chips and like cookies. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna give the people what they want. After solid core, I grabbed myself a little Dutch Bros protein coffee. My friend introduced me to that recently, and they literally make protein coffee. It's like 20 grams of protein and it just tastes like coffee. Obviously you could just make that at home. It's like okay, I would say it's like not the best coffee I've ever had, but sometimes it's nice just to like treat yourself a little bit. So anyways, gonna take a shower, get into some comfy clothes, and maybe read for a little bit because I'm bad at taking time for myself. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so we decided to go to dinner tonight, so I was just gonna throw on, I don't know, sometimes I don't care about wearing makeup, especially like, this is like what I consider like an ugly day. Like, I'm not calling myself ugly, but it's just like my hair's not done and just like, and it's dirty, and tomorrow is hair wash day, so it's just like not when I'm gonna be looking my best. But I have an extra few minutes, so I figured I'd do a little bit of makeup and walk you guys through it. Starting off with like a little glowy primer stuff. This is the Urban Decay Face Body Luminizer. This is the color PCH, and then because I just want to do light makeup today, I'm going to use the Ilia Skin Tint. I want to see like how this lasts over time because I've been hearing mixed opinions about it. It would actually be great if this camera could stay in focus like when I'm not looking at it. For my vlogging, I use the Canon G7X because like that's literally like the first camera I ever had, like before it got like super like TikTok famous and everything. And this camera literally, like for videos, it's not good. Like it has the worst autofocus ever. Okay, then I always do a little eyeshadow primer. I just have like this super old Urban Decay primer potion. I've been using this since like middle school. Not that exact one, obviously, but like this product, and I just have no desire to try anything else. The little NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is one of my lighter concealer shades. And this isn't what I use every day, but I'm going to throw on some contour bronzer from Rare Beauty. I honestly think this one's like a little bit like too creamy, like kind of blends into nothing. So it's not my favorite. And then some blush. I got this little mini Rare Beauty in the shade Happy. Honestly, I should like mostly buy minis because who uses the full size blush? Although I use a lot more than I used to use. Then I throw on a little fake freckles. I just feel like it makes my skin look a little more natural. This is literally like a little Amazon freckle pen. And I actually like to do this before I do my powder because I feel like it like kind of blends into the skin more. I also feel like it helps contour my nose a little bit. Just throwing on some Maybelline Fit Me powder. One thing I just will never do is buy like an expensive powder. I mean, never say never, but I've had like the Laura Mercier setting powders, and I just like a drugstore pressed powder. I just feel like it works. Some super quick eyeshadow. This is just the Urban Decay Naked palette. Like literally, this one is actually from middle school. But you're just not gonna convince me to throw away a perfectly good makeup palette. Like I get bacteria and everything, but it's my palette and it's literally dry powders. Okay, we're almost out of time. Quickly adding some brows and maybe some mascara. This is just the NYX brow pencil in taupe. I normally use an Anastasia brow pomade, but this is faster. The YSL Lash Clash mascara. One of the best brown mascaras I've used. I like how light brown it is. It's not really light brown, but just like, it's not like brown black. I'm just gonna throw on some gloss. These are the YSL Love Shine Lip Plumping Glosses. This is basically just like a clear shade. And that's makeup. I'm not gonna do anything to my hair, but stay tuned for the outfit. Okay, here's the final look. I have not self-tanned in a long time, so I'm super pale. This is just a little Abercrombie dress. This isn't my favorite outfit, but whatever. Some Dolce Vita shoes. My toes aren't painted. Some of you may think that's a crime. I can't be bothered. Let's go. Okay, we just got back from dinner. We went to Toro. It was pretty good. Not as good as Tia Carmen, which is like a Latin inspired place. And then lately just haven't been loving the dessert options at restaurants, but I'm a dessert girly, so we went to Dairy Queen, which, you know, Dairy Queen, it's like $2 for a hot fudge sundae. So good, and it's like the perfect amount. I was thinking about getting crumble because it was the Kardashian crumble week, and I keep seeing all the videos, but like, to be honest, they don't look great. And crumble really disappointed me last week. I got the strawberry crumb cake, but I was not into it. And the cats think it's dinner time, but it's actually not dinner time yet, guys. Normally Pinto's up there and Peach is down there because that's her bowl, and Pinto's bowl's up there. They've switched. Peach, what's going on? Are you upset? Are you upset? Okay, good morning. Have not brushed my curls out, but I'm getting ready to film. I ended up waking up at like 5:45 so that we could get out and run before things got too hot, because it's already 95 degrees in Arizona. It reached 100 degrees in early April. I lived in Vegas for 4 years. It was not this hot. So I know my hair looks crazy right now. I need to brush through it, but I'm gonna end the video here. I also will just say Ian is not doing well after dinner last night. Like, he did not sleep well. So wouldn't recommend it. Someday I'll make a list of like Scottsdale, Phoenix restaurant recommendations and things like that. Anyways, we're gonna end the vlog here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna have some caffeine right now, and my eye twitch is getting a lot better. It's still have like a little twitch here and there, but it's not just like twitching all day long. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.